afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge for something for a good cause here. Mothers Against Drunk Driving, charity race, charity function in honor of Hannah and Kashton. We are here live at Talladega Super Speedway on the platform for sim racing, iRacing Super Speedway, or an iRacing, sorry, Talladega Super Speedway on iRacing, and it's going to be a good night. Big field, lots of trucks, and of course, it's all about the big one and when it happens. I am joined in the broadcast booth by one of our not only sponsors, but one of the best in the biz that is up and coming. And I have said it time and time again that these guys could probably take over from where I'm at, which not a bad thing, right? M.A.D.D TV specialist, Mr. Richard Hurst. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing all right after a little bit of a scare earlier in the morning. We are able to get back up and running and able to be here. So glad to be here. Glad to be able to join you up in the booth. And I seriously doubt I'll ever be able to fill your shoes. Just saying.
That's what this is all about. We're here to not only give people the opportunity to, one, use our platform to help them grow, but also we like doing things for a cause. You guys tuned in last night, did an awesome job with the Toys for Tots series that we're still running right now. Reminder that we're still doing that every Saturday. However, this week, this Sunday, we're normally streaming another series on Sunday, but they're still off, and this was a great opportunity to be able to get out here, help out M.A.D.D TV, and be able to do it. All right, folks, we're out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, on Signature Esports, and we are also live on the M.A.D.D TV YouTube channel. So if you haven't done so, reach up, hit that subscribe button, hit all of those like buttons for me, react, give the comments out there, because the comments are important. Show your support for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. It is an absolute, it's probably the hardest thing to ever have to do when you're a parent, to have to bury your child or lose your child. And today would have been a day that we would have been celebrating a birthday, and that would have been for Hannah Rugerberg. She would have been 24 today, and her parents are celebrating their 24th wedding anniversary. So it's kind of a golden birthday and a golden anniversary, and raising awareness against drunk driving. And I tell you what, folks, if you can't partake responsibly, don't partake. That's what I say. For about 4 years, folks, I was a police officer in Colorado. DUIs are a serious thing. But not only that, you have a phone, you have an Uber. Like, don't do it. Wait, like, literally, how many times do we have to say it? Don't do it. We're going to say it over and over again tonight. If you haven't supported Mothers Against Drunk Driving in the past, the M.A.D.D organization is MADD.org. Go check them out there. They are doing great things and will continue to do great things forever. Rich, this is Talladega Super Speedway here on iRacing. What do we expect for the trucks?
Well, what I expect for the trucks is we're going to see a lot of big pack racing. Might get spread out a little bit. We're definitely, with 43 trucks, you know, a lot of these guys are coming in here just for the fun of it. And, you know, they probably, not a lot of them have raced with each other. So we might see that big one a time or two. But I do believe they have unlimited fast repairs. They got unlimited fuel and unlimited tires. And so we don't have to worry about anybody falling out of the race unless they have to tow. Then they'll end up a few laps back. But it should be some very exciting racing, and you know, I see a lot of those M.A.D.D sponsors on the truck here tonight, so it should be a wild one. And I do believe, did Miss Jess want to come up here?
I hope she does. It's unlimited sets of tires, but they only have one fast repair, 2 attempts at green, white, checkered. 65 degrees on the air temperature. They're going to have clear skies with a 1 mile an hour wind. 68 degrees on the track temperature right now on the 2.65 mile length super speedway. Speeds in excess of 194 miles an hour in the trucks. It's going to be a ton of fun. They're going to be up in qualifying here in just a moment, and it is going to be a ton of fun. iRacing is the platform from sim racing, folks. If you want to be able to get out there and do your part, make sure you get out there and check out the iRacing.com website to be able to do so. I would love to hear from Jess.
Yeah, let's see if I can track her down, and I'll bring her in. If I have, oh yes, I can move her. All right, here she comes. Ready?
I'm ready. Oh, I'm always ready. Come on, bring her on. All right. Jess Childs trying to get out there and qualify. You're going to qualify, right?
I am qualifying. Yep.
I like it. All right, so we're putting on a special event here, and you're going to put on a heck of a show. No more victims for that Chevy Silverado. I like your paint scheme, by the way.
Thank you. That's thanks to James Harris.
I like it. All right. I know you're going to be practicing on qualifying, but at the same time, if you mess up, well, then that's on me. So we'll take the blame for it. Tell me about the race and the cause, why you get out there and run some awesome laps.
Of course, we're doing a race for M.A.D.D, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I had a 20-year-old daughter that was 28 weeks pregnant with my first grandson that was killed by a drunk driver almost 4 years ago. Today's would have been her 24th birthday, so that's why we chose today to do it. But all the proceeds do go to M.A.D. I can't thank everyone enough for coming out. It's a great group of people to race with. We're just out here to have some fun tonight.
We're going to have some fun. You got a lot of trucks. We're going to have some cautions. It's going to happen. I'm looking for the big one and a helicopter award. That's for darn sure.
The old helicopter award.
Jess,
Yeah.
you will see that a time or two, and when you go back and watch the stream, you'll enjoy it. I promise.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out here tonight. A lot of them I race with. Whether it be in leagues or just friendly races. They're just an awesome group of people to race with. I did notice that a lot of trucks also have the M.A.D. symbol on their truck, and they had contacted me to see if they could run it, and that's awesome to see too.
Well,
so I appreciate everybody's hard work coming out.
It'll be all over the stream. Rich, anything for Jess while she finishes up the first lap?
I appreciate you letting us be here and being a part of this, and good luck in your race, and y'all do a great job.
Thank you. Thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate it more than you know.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't even know. You put her back. I don't know where you pulled her from. Actually, it was her. Who do you want to sit with? Who do you want to sit with?
I think I was in race 1.
Gotcha.
Okay. Gotcha.
She's gone. She gone. All right.
She gone.
All right. Yeah, it's a big field, folks. That is Jessica Childs out there. She is the mother of Hannah, and Kashton was going to be her grandchild, and that's it's unfortunate, and it's sad news. It's sad to hear, but what a great opportunity for Jessica to get out there and put some things together to be able to celebrate a memory, celebrate a birthday. Of course, that's today would have been Hannah's birthday. But also to be able to raise money for an organization that is there for probably the hardest thing that a parent would ever have to go through.
Yeah, as a parent, I hope I never have to go through something like that. No matter what the cause is, drunk driving. My daughter's 19, so I worry about all that kind of stuff. Her being in her teens, and hopefully she doesn't make any type of those mistakes. But yeah, as a parent, every parent worries about their child. So I hope none of us ever have to go through the heartache that they've had to.
I would not. I talk about it all the time about I say all the time. My brother Cody, who passed away in 2012, and I know what the anguish my mother went through there. He passed away of natural causes, and fell asleep, that kind of thing. Just had that. He was the pride and joy of the family. One of my mother's pride and joys of the family, of course. But so my heart goes out to Jess and to all of them. I mean, that's it's a difficult thing to have to look forward to. I mean, my oldest son is 21 years old right now, and I couldn't imagine him being on the road and that happened. And we try to preach safety and concern to that as well. But we're going to have a lot of different drivers in here, folks, and a whole lot of different names. So if we mess your name up, it happens. We might just call numbers. That is, if I can't say it, you're a number. But that's okay, because I will give it my best shot. My last name is Followell. It's tough to say fast, so I get it. But we're gonna have a ton of fun. It's gonna be a fun time here, and for a good cause. If you want to be able to donate to this, I would recommend that you reach out to Jessica Childs and all that, or send us a message. We'll get a link out there for donations that you can send directly to them, and we'll make sure that we have that stuff out there for you, because of course and always we hear about the community. But we are ready to go. Starting grid for this 50 lapper here at Talladega Superspeedway. Craig Jankic in 12 is going to have Brad Slagle to the outside on that front row, locking it up. Brad Stanley, Kenneth Colson will be there in row number 2. Randy Richards going to have Kevin McCulhey in row number 3. Joseph Barlow, the number 4, is going to have Dave Collins Sr., the 707, to his outside in row number 4. Row 5 will be Hennings and Darnell, and row number 6 will be Barletta and Teresa. Miss Teresa's out there running the number 70 in row 6.
Biker. You got Taylor and Jessica Childs are right there in row number 7. Palmer and Connolly in row number 8. You got Honeycutt and Sox in row number 9. Ricky Evans and Krobach in row number 10. Stenhouse and Lester in row number 11. Row number 12 is going to be Travis and Spiker. Let's see, Fulton in the 99, and Eli Childs is going to be in 26. 27th is going to be Dylan Jackson and Dane Shiver. And I'm trying to read this. It's very small. I'm trying to adjust this. Go ahead and take the rest of it.
That's all right. 31 of Arstide's going to be there in the inside of row number 15. Michael Ware, the 75, to the outside. Shivers and number 10. That's going to be Mike Shivers. He's going to have Edward Fielder to his outside, row number 16. Brian Whitney and Jeremy Stanley, row 17. James Harris is going to have John Tiller in row 18 with him, and down through the rest of the field here, McCracken. I like that name. Keith, you're my favorite name of the week. 71's going to have the 11 to the outside in row 19. Row 20. I'm sorry. No, I didn't miss one. I thought I missed a row there, but I didn't. Dustin Loxton out there. He's going to be one of our driver camps. Going to have Shane Cochran to his outside in row number 20. 41 is going to be Bishop. 42, Martin. And then we have Shapart and Richards and Holmes. It's going to be the 45 drivers in today's race. And we might have a race controller or two out there. So if you see somebody that is sitting off in the distance, that might be Kai Shapart and Benjamin Richards. Those are probably your race controllers out there, folks. Either that or they're starting from pit road. Why not? I mean, that's kind of the way things go. How about this field and the long look of what's going on here? Bob, dude, give us a like and a share. Thank you, sir, very much. I got to give a big special thank you to all of my driver cams as well, because they got out here and had a little bit of fun. That is I just said his name, Mr. Dustin Loxton out there. He gave us some love. We appreciate him being out there. We got another driver out there we got to see and have some fun. He is locked up, ready to go. That is the Ghost Racing machine on the side of that. Like that Fanatec wheel, or the Fanatic, however you want to say it. I say Fanatec, you say Fanatic. This is a side-by-side view of what Rich is looking at and what I'm looking at. So that is the race for you. Beef Jerky Unlimited giving you all the action for your driver cams and your side-by-side. Go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Make sure that you get your fill today. We love our Beef Jerky Unlimited family out there. Tommy D having a ton of fun. Pace truck, round them around. What do you think? How many do we got? It is time.
All right, sorry. Still having a little bit of issues. Still trying to work all the bugs out because I had to re-download everything. But it is time to go green flag racing. 45 trucks out there. Well, actually, looks like some are going to be starting from the pit road. But green flag is out, and that 12 is going to take the green flag. And we are going to have side-by-side racing. A couple gaps on the outside line. Looks like where people did not really stack up. But it's going to be side by side. Got about 3 trucks on that top side and a pretty good gap all the way back to, looks like let me get this all. Looks like all the way back to the 707 on that high line.
Dave Collins Sr., you're good. Dave Collins Sr. rolling a 13th spot. It's going to drop in. We're going to see a little bit of single file racing as the drivers get things figured out. They're going to have some time to be able to do it. Now, folks, there are 43 trucks in here with a whole lot of collision points. So if they go and they have the biggest wreck of their life and you see some blinking, that's because there are more particles being processed with a wreck than you'll ever think. So we'll see how this one plays out. 12 to the lead. He's going to be there on the bottom side. It's Craig Janchik. I can speak today. Brad Slagle to the outside. 052 in the Toyota. Lots of Chevys. We got a lot. Actually, I'll take you what. We're probably 2-to-1 ratio Chevy to Ford and Toyota.
Yeah, I gotta say that, and I see that in almost every lobby that I call. The Chevys and Toyotas are pretty much the dominant trucks. You see a few Fords out there, but the Fords are not very popular in the Cup Series. You see the Chevys and Toyotas. I guess the body style is more popular, but we got quite a few. We got one Ford up in the top 10, and a whole lot of Chevys and 2 Toyotas. So Chevys and Toyotas are probably going to have it. But it is going to be a nice side-by-side battle coming through the tri-oval, and that's going to be a battle with Slagle. Sorry, no, I'm going to mispronounce your name. Oh, we have somebody going down to the apron. Looks like he got a heck of a shove, and that is going to be Colton. He got, and I want to go back and see what exactly happened to him as he's going to get passed by that second pack. So I'm going to rewind while Jason, you can stay right there with him.
David Colton to the bottom side. He is going to catch the back end of the drive. You know what's great about 43 trucks is that if a mistake is made and you get cycled out, well, you got a big old field. You can just drive back into it and get back into the next. So you're going to see a lot of drivers because of how big this field is. They're going to be able to work on some race time, some race lines, get a feel for the track, get a feel for the drivers. 3 of 50 being completed now, and we're beginning lap 4. Is right now double file for the lead as the 12 and the 052 are working. And how about Brian Stanley here? He has got the moves. He's driving an 8 in the truck. Let's go on board with him, though. He is there on the bottom side behind Janchek and try to make it work. That is we're going to call him the 12 on the bottom side. And that outside line starting to prove that they can go places because they're getting a little bit more organized. Second line working.
Now I think the top line is going to prevail after this track starts to heat up, and there you see the outside line is probably going to get a nice little run, but the inside line is going to tuck up, and here comes the outside line coming through the tri-oval, and that is going to be Keith Colson pushing that 052 of Slagle. Slagle's got a nice little run on the outside. Is he going to be able to make the pass as he gets up in turn number 1? He's going to have it just for a second, but that low line is going to take it right back, and it is going to be side-by-side racing. And like you said, this is one big pack, but with all these trucks on the pack, or within one pack, if they get broken up, you do have a little bit of help if something happens.
Drivers working on their race line, side-by-side racing throughout. At about 5 champagne cork bottled. You ever take a soda and you shake it and you open it up and you go bam? And I call it popping a cork on a champagne bottle because there's a lot of violence involved with that. Same thing can happen with a soda. And right now, it doesn't seem like that has that much momentum, so to speak. But I will tell you that they're starting to move around back here. There's a little 3-wide racing going on from about 16th on.
Absolutely, and I see that battle as that is going to be back here right past Ricky Evans. Ricky Evans driving that number 14, and they're going to be trying to make something happen, and it's just a matter of time before more drivers, come up to that high line, and there they go. They're going to come up in almost 4-wide action. It looks like a couple of other drivers had to back out just a little bit. They wanted no piece of that, and 28 is going to get side-by-side with the 14 of Ricky Evans, and I'm going to keep my eye on that number 619. He's up 5 positions, but, look at his last name, Stenhouse. That is a name to remember.
Stenhouse
like Ricky Stenhouse.
Stenhouse having fun. How about Jessica Childs here? How about Mama Teresa as well? They're kind of cycled here a little bit, but they are. We got some awesome female drivers out there. We love our female drivers at iRacing, folks. Especially if you're a female, get out there. We want to see more of you out there running. You see all these guys out here? There's a lot of women out there a lot better at iRacing than I am. I want to see you out there. Oh, somebody bouncing off to the backside here. We'll see what's happening as we see, I believe, Ron Holmes having to back out of it here. Oh, somebody tapping the wall. That is the 33 of Ron Holmes. He is up near the wall, still trying to work on that race pace. 25 side by side. Michael Lester Sr. was the driver that bounced out off of the side there, went down low, cleared himself, and just having fun.
Absolutely. We still got some side-by-side battles, as that is going to be, I can't read the number on that one. Still trying to fix the YouTube side. But 3 wide as far as coming into turn number 1, and that is going to be, dang, I still can't read the number. There's too many drivers out there on the track.
It's a lot of fun. It's what it is. How about Dustin Loxton? That is one of our driver cams here. Let's take a look at what Dustin's doing here. Loxton to the outside. There's a good run. Look at that focus. He's ready to go. Robert away. Props to the female driver. 67 tearing it up out there. He says, get up there. Love, live. Much love. Let's go, Martin. The number 67. Darnell has an in-car cam. Thank you, Zane. Appreciate you. Height from Vestra. Caution comes out for the first time. As the drivers will have to back it down here. Holy goodness. It's Greg Speaker and Ricky Evans off the track. We'll see what happened there. Man, oh man, oh man. How about that?
Yeah, that one. Oh, I'm not getting a little bit of lag. So I cannot win for losing today.
there's a whole lot of lag. It's well, I mean, I say lag. It's lag everywhere. Here's what happened. We're gonna go to the far chase view here, folks. We're gonna look at Greg Speaker here. I think it's Speaker. Oh, just a little bit of incidental contact. Oh, no, and then drivers were braking to avoid it. That was Ricky Evans down there, I do believe. Hold on. Yeah, Ricky Evans. I wanted to see what was going on here. Somebody kind of tagged him a little bit. Let's just quarter speed this for a moment. Actually, let's speed it up. And then right about here, you see the turn 4, and right now the 14 is seeing that happen. 33 with a run right here. Boom. Nexon becoming a subscriber out there on YouTube. Thank you very much. 33 and the 14, that was just incidental contact as the 14 was trying to avoid Greg on the high side with that little turn. Not a big deal. That was pretty nonchalant.
And all right. I think I got it fixed. Sorry about that.
You're good, man. Go for it. It's all good. All right. We got another cam. We're gonna do this all in stride, okay? So here is this. We're gonna put up this driver cam. We're gonna go yeah. To our good friend out there. Tyler, let's go. Tyler Honeycutt 2 says Donnie Honeycutt out there. Much love to you, Donnie. Thank you very much for being out there. All right. We got ourselves another driver. Darnell has a driver cam there. That must be Mr. Darnell. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Big wave. Look at that. Yeah. All right. We got drivers coming to pit road. How about them? Let's go. 67 says Nexon out there. Much love to you. No more
33.
I know, right?
He is going to be up 23 positions. Some of these drivers did not get to start on time, but even with them starting as late as they were, a few pit strategies, still up 23 positions. Got a few other big movers, of the race. You got one up 16 and 15 and lower, but so far 33 up. Go ahead.
No, you're good. 33 up. And the 33 was just involved in those spots in that incidental contact with the 14. He and the 14 were able to salvage that right there, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Connor, thank you for being the spotter for the number 70 out there. That's the driver cam that we just had. Whoop, my bad. There it is. That's Connor. Connor, wave high. Wave high. This is live. Tell everybody it's live. So wave to everybody. I see you. Come on. Thank you for subscribing out there, brother. Appreciate you. There's a delay. There is a delay. So. Yep. I'm waiting for the wave.
Oh, by the way, Ricky Evans, he is
I got him. Yeah, I love it. All right. There is a little bit of a delay. And then the other in-car camera is Darnell, which is that's what we're doing. Sorry, go ahead. While I get everything all situated here, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say was Ricky Evans is actually the one that painted the signature esports number 15. He's the one that put the paint on that car. Because you sent me a PNG and I couldn't get it loaded.
It's all good. It's all good. Darnell. So that's Darnell. Who was out there telling me that was Darnell? Zeta, if that, Thompson, last name Thompson. And if I'm messing your name up, I'm messing chat's name up as well. So I apologize about that. Big love, much love out there. I like it. And of course, we know who Dustin is. Dustin sent me a big old message. All right. I'm ready for it. We're going to go back to Green Flag Racing here, folks. And a reminder that if you haven't done so, do hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube on Signature Esports. I know that Nomo is working on getting it. We were trying to get it live on Noma TV as well. If it's not live on Noma TV, or if something gets messed up with that, we will get it uploaded to Noma. I'll download it. I'll download it, send it over to Richard, so that way we can get it up there, and that way there'll be another portion of it. I'll even make sure that he has the license for it, so that way he doesn't get any doesn't have any issues with that. We don't want any copyright issues, so we'll be good to go. That would be a ton of fun, folks. If you haven't done so as well, put your driver's number out there. I want to hear who you're rooting for. We've got a whole lot when it comes to the 67. And the 67's been doing pretty darn fantastic. That is Essie Martin right there. That's the old Martin Sports fam, isn't it? Yeah. Little Nerditudes action. There it is,
And we
Vestra.
are live over there at Noma TV. I was able to get it up and going.
Sweet. So welcome aboard Noma TV. And folks who do not know, Noma sponsors me, so that way I can help do this. You know what I mean? This is what we do. So I appreciate Noma being on board over here. Thank you to NordVPN. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for all of our driver cams and side-by-side content that you're seeing tonight. And of course, thank you to Dark Horizon Fishing, who's giving you all your cautions. Green Flag back at it here. And lap 11 complete. We are going the distance.
Yeah, Craig's out there running out front, and he had a pretty good jump on that restart. He's got Stanley right there behind him, giving a really good shove going into turn number one, and they are going to be side by side, utilizing a little bit of that side draft as they get up to speed. They are going to be doing excess of 180 miles an hour, coming out of turn number two. But here it is, side by side, and you're going to have that 052. That 52 of Slagle, he is going to be able to take the lead going into turn number three. But that bottom line, they are going to tighten right back up and try to retake it over, and he does. So he's got about a 5-truck battle on that low side, and it looks like they are going to prevail until help comes along and gives them a little bit more momentum.
Hard part about this race line is being able to, you see it, 187 into the quad oval, again straightaway. That little short straightaway just past where pit road exit is where the start finish line is here for Talladega Super Speedway. And one of the issues about Talladega Super Speedway is the travel. It's just as slick as some of the corners can be. And right now we got basically two packs rolling. Second pack's going to be back here with Shane Cochran. These drivers maybe just trying to get organized, take it easy. They're going to be able to, if they can get organized, they'll be able to catch this big pack. That's a big giant wind tunnel in front of them.
Absolutely, and some of these drivers are back here. You only got one fast repair. Some of them are thinking, okay, we have a lot of drivers who haven't raced around them very often or very much. So, I'm going to stay back here, try to stay out of trouble, save that fast repair, and be there at the end when it counts the most. And we can see that. And like you said, back there with the second little pack, they got about looks like about 10 trucks.
And you know what? They're just as organized as they can be. How about on board? Teresa's got a shout out there from Carlos. She's there to the inside, right behind Honeycutt, running in the 13th spot. kind of flirting with the 13, 14 spot on the outside, trying to make some things happen. But this is that onboard cam that I like to talk about here with the way the drivers kind of present their race line. Whoop, caution's coming out. Big wreck.
Big one's out.
Big wreck. Big wreck. Teresa on the bottom doing a great job of avoiding. Holy cow.
That's going to...
There it is. That started
that's gonna go up here up front. Yeah.
That started way up front. There's a lot of trucks involved here. Some fast repairs are going to be used. Jack actually had to jump to pit road. So did Kevin McCauley. And that is kind of how that's just the way the nature works here as the caution comes out. And we'll roll with what Rich has here. Rich is showing you the right side of your screen, folks, as we pace around here. 12 was there to the bottom side.
Looks like side draft gone bad, and that's going to touch the double zero. Double zero is going to, pretty much get him sideways, and that 12 is going to take a hard hit. 81 is going to be involved. We're going to zoom out just a little bit, if I can find the right camera. And there you see everybody just trying to get down to that bottom lane, trying to avoid everything that's happening.
Tell you what, man, that was insane. A whole lot of insanity happening there as the drivers work on their race pace. We're going to fix our iRacing logo. Was off centered there a little bit. I apologize to iRacing about that, because I try to make sure that I have everything the right size and comfort and all that stuff. Driver cams are amazing. I love it. I love what we do. I love being able to do a whole lot when it comes to just finding your groove here on iRacing has been the key. All right, Teresa's coming to pit road as the drivers work. Slagle's going to be your race leader. Dark Horizon Fishing is out of the Virginia area. Go check out facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. Book your trip for Guided Fishing Tour for 2024 today. He is absolutely amazing. We call him Spicy. He is the Tabasco Fiasco and reincarnate. Pit road for a lot of drivers, not just drivers that are involved in the caution, but drivers are going to come in, get tires and fuel. We know that we're 15 laps in. Caution about every 7 or 8 laps. Where do we think that? I mean, we know that pit road. Your pit cycle is about 28 to 30 laps here, depending on where you are. If you're the leader, you're coming in a little earlier because you're running a little bit hotter. What about the rest of the field?
I think they're going to try, I think they're going to take as much fuel as they can and, try, if they do get that long run distance, if with a couple of these drivers being in the same chats, they'll stay back there. They'll fuel up as much as they can. And those leaders are going to break off, especially if you have those green flag runs. You will be able to use some of that and some of your pit strategies to work yourself out front and maybe get a breakaway and have a couple trucks battle it out at the end.
Like seeing the battles. We like seeing it all. That's if you have not been a part of iRacing, if you've not been a part of the streams over here at 63 Sportsman, but if you don't know, iRacing has been one of the best simulators to put your realism, to make you feel like you have that realism, kind of just be it's a next level realism that makes you feel, one, you're in the truck, but two, like you almost, without butt kickers, without the sim rigs, without all the extra stuff, if you just have a wheel and pedal setup and you're running on your PC, you get the feeling and the sensation as if you're in there. So I like to see it, folks. Thank you very much for being out there again. This is this race is supporting M.A.D.D Mothers Against Drunk Driving in honor of Hannah and, of course, Kashton, who lost her lives to a drunk driver. And we appreciate Jess and Eli being out there. Much love to you, and happy anniversary to you. I know this is kind of it's a bittersweet kind of thing, but it's your golden anniversary with your daughter's birthday. So much love to you. My thoughts and prayers with you every single day for the rest of your life. I promise you. You're going to be on my list of prayers. I wanted to go back real quick before we go back to green. Here's what happened to I watched some drivers getting into the brakes back here, but here's the carnage that you see with all these drivers right here. They were trying to slow down into that back pack. That was John Tiller and William Connolly. They were all right there, and that second pack wasn't able to slow up. So that was insane to see. 16 left to rebound. So if you don't have as much damage as you think, do you just go ahead and fix it, or do you take the fast repair?
This early in the race, you want to try to save that fast repair. You're going to see other cautions. So I believe you will. And this is such a big track. You're only doing 70 miles an hour around the whole thing. So you can get a good minute and a half of damage repaired. So I say, keep fix what you can. And hope for the best later. Save that fast repair until the last minute, because you're going to see a couple more cautions and possibly another big one.
052 has a new contender on the outside. That's going to be the 88 of Kenneth Colson, Stanley, Richard, Barrow, Taylor, Hennings, Travis, and then Jackson Honeycutt, your top 10 as we get ready to go back to green flag racing here through the Trial 1, the start restart zone here at Talladega Superspeedway. iRacing, the platform from Sim Racing, giving you all the action here for the Mothers Against Drunk Driving charity race. No more victims here as we go 17 laps in.
Yeah, that 52 got a really good jump, but being so he got such a good jump, he is going to be a sitting duck as that outside starts to form up, and they get nose to tail. But that 00, he is going to work his way, right back to the back bumper of the 052. And I believe he's got the wrong number on his truck. I believe he's actually going to be the 8 or the 88. I'm not exactly sure, but the 00 right there on the back bumper of Talladega. And they're doing a pretty good job, and they've been stuck together for quite a few laps here. Let's see if they can make something happen. That high line has been very, very fast here as they get really formed up. Here comes the Ford. That's going to be Joseph Barrow. He is going to be working his way up to the back bumper of Randy Richards right there on that high line. He's going to be about the third truck on that high line, and now the high line is going to prevail. Keith Colson, he is going to work himself out front. Now he's going to try to make his truck 3 wide. He's going to take over the bottom lane, try to control both lanes. So far, he's going to be able to lead a lap number 18.
Colson digs, and this is on board with Joseph Barrow. He's in that number 4. Now it's the game of leapfrog, and the game starts to happen. And this is where it is a game. Where do you go? Where do you put yourself? Can you put yourself in that weird fruition? It's a battle. It's a battle of attrition. You got 2 wide racing from basically 17th on. This is Dustin Logston. That's who we're going to be riding on board here with as I get the right driver, Kim. Try to hold on here. In 22nd, some single file racing back here, but you got to remember, you wreck on Talladega, everything goes to the wall and then comes back down on the racetrack, and there's no safe spot with 40 trucks.
No, there's really not. And you were talking about, where do you go? So, I've seen plenty of times, at super speedway racing where the driver is trying to control both lanes, trying to stop that run on the outside and then going back down to stop the run on the inside. How many times have we seen that truck trying to control both lanes be knocked out of the way and, cause an incident because of a bump gone wrong? I've seen it way too many times, but it looks like the 28 of Colson, he is doing a pretty darn good job of controlling both of these lanes. I just want to confirm the 8 on the ticker is the 00 right there in third on that bottom line. Well, yeah.
Michael Ware on the bottom side here, getting wrecked out here. I wanted to go back and take a look at it. He just jumped to pit, so we'll have to take a look and see what happened. If 75 having to jump to pit road, got cycled out. Let's see here. This was on lap 20. Let's go to this view. 75 was right here. We're gonna have to back it up. I know that you're watching the race live on the right side, folks. That's what's going on right now. We're just kind of backing things up here just to kind of see what happened. As the right side of your screen. Richard. Yeah, right. That's it. 75. Michael Ware right here as the 71 to the back bumper. I just kind of makes me wonder what happened coming out of 1 or 2. So we'll take a look here. There's the 99 in front of him. 75 here, 71 there as well. 75 kind of drifts a little bit. 71 gets to the bottom side. 75 gets pushed out of line and then just comes down across the nose of the 71. Man, oh man. Unfortunate circumstances for that. We'll see what the drivers are doing now as they continue to work. Big field rolling.
We have new leader, and that's going to be Randy Richards. He's going to work his number 35 truck /53 up to the front as he still has Kenneth Colson right there behind him in that number 28. Looks like four of Joseph Burrow. I think some of these drivers, there's only a few that have the correct numbers on the trucks. But Joseph Burrow, he is going to be blocked. That momentum from that high side was blocked by Randy Richards, and now we have Kenneth Colson right back out to the front in that number 28.
Colson on the bottom side has Richard on the outside. A little early to be controlling lanes. 23 of 50 being completed. 67 is eating these guys for lunch. 67 of Martin back here in 20th.
Absolutely. You know, back here, it is going to be a third line of forming, and that is going to be a Ford leading the field. And I'm trying to get to see who that is. Uh-oh. And that it looks like we got somebody turn around.
Loxton.
And 67 is going to be involved. The 16, a big hit to the 55. Oh, wow. We're going to have to go back and take a look and find out exactly what happened to that. I was actually on that truck. So let's go back and find out.
Third caution of the race here again. I know that Loxton, we were on board. It was like perfect timing to be on board with the 67 there, because Loxton looked like he was he kind of got tight, got up into the wall, and when he did, the 67 was there. He had somebody on his back bumper, and at a super speedway, it's hard to get yourself off to get yourself out of the throttle enough to not be ran over, and nowhere for the 35 to go. Watch this right here. Boom. Wall. 67. 25 barely misses that. Oh, and then just the checkup of speed. 5 wide wrecking. 76 involved there. Man, oh man.
That 619 made an evasive maneuver, hit that apron, and just put his he put the pedal to the floor, hoping to make it through all that, and he did a pretty darn good job of making it through.
You know what? Caution comes out as the drivers pace around. So many crashes. It's Talladega. It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way.
All right, pit road is definitely going to be busy. It looks like everybody's going to come down. 12th, 13th, 14th. Bishop.
I think Shiver's first driver to stay out here. Dave Collins looks like he's staying out as well. So we've got pretty much more than half of the field coming in. Some of the drivers are still trying to get themselves down to pit road. Locked up tires, some damage. Maybe now's the time for fuel. If you're any of these drivers, even track position is going to matter. You're going to want to come. You're going to want to come to pit road, take your fuel, and take the race off of pit road here. That's one of the biggest things about getting toward the halfway point of a 50-lap race here at Talladega. You're going to want all of that race pace. You're going to make sure you have enough fuel. And right now, Dane out front, the number 13, came on pit road on lap 9. Collins came on 15. Jimmy Sox came on 15. 15 for Evans. Culleton came on 14. Palmer and Holmes both came on 16. Dwayne Arstide in the 31 is yet to be to pit road.
Ooh, that's. I don't know how good of a call that is. If he hasn't been to pit road, we are already halfway. How far do you think they can go on that tank of fuel? You know, some of these drivers, if he hasn't been to pit road yet, we've had a few cautions. He can make a one-stop shop if we see some more cautions. But I don't know how good of a strategy this is going to be. Because I don't know the exact fuel mileage here at Talladega.
It's on the tracks is about 28 to 30 laps, depending on where you're at. We have had 3 cautions, 4 cautions, something like that. we'll have an updated number here in a moment. But when it comes to the amount of cautions, what I'm not hearing is I'm not hearing him shut the engine off. I'm not hearing him clutch. I'm not hearing any of that happen right now. He's sitting in 5th right now. It very well if he can get through the gears, he very well could have an issue about just getting up to speed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And we are still single file. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what kind of call he's got. We've only had what 9 caution. We've had about 9 caution laps. So, how much fuel did you save? He wasn't shutting off. So, I don't know. We'd probably be seeing him coming down pit road very soon.
You burn more fuel getting up through the gears. Let's go to our spotter cam. We got a spotter out there rocking and rolling, letting everybody know what's going on. When it comes to the number 70, he's having a race. Let's see where he's going. I like the change. I like the change.
That is awesome.
Teresa getting some love out there. The call. Oh, we might want to not show what he's doing for her. That's blurry enough. You won't be able to see that. All right. These drivers are ready to go. I like that spotter cam. I really do. I think that I wish more spotters would get involved in this. We'll be able to show the behind the scenes. See, there it is. Big thumbs up. We like it. As the 70 gets some love out there. Teresa is Mama Teresa out there. We love her. We appreciate her. We thank everybody out there that has joined in for this cause. It is an absolute dream to be able to call charity races, just because. Well, let's face it, folks. As a content creator, as an iRacing supporter, as a race fan, you want to be able to help out as much as you can and do as much as you can. You know, and sometimes it's the voice, sometimes it's the actions, and sometimes it's just meeting great people to be able to have this opportunity to be able to do this. Of course, I lucked into it because Richard was going to be the one doing this, but he had computer issues, and so he said, "Hey, Jason, do you want to help out?" I said, "You know what? Absolutely, let's go do it." And now here we are. He's gotten some of the computer stuff figured out because he had to do a computer reset. Something happened last night, folks, and we all know that computer issues do happen. So it doesn't take away from the fact that he's here. He worked really hard to be here, and other than just not having SDK set up and his OBS scenes, he could have been broadcasting this race, but he chose to invite me, and I like it. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Ron Holmes. He's up 36 spots. The number 33 is right here. He's going to start outside row 10.
Absolutely. Here we come. Geico restart zone, and we are back. Green flag racing, and that's going to be Shivers. He is going to be able to get a good restart. He's got Jimmy Stocks right there in that 01 machine. He is going to get a good restart too. So we're going to see a little bit of a breakaway, and that high line, it just does not want to stay there. And we got a 2-truck breakaway. It's going to be about 4 trucks separating 1 and 2 from Joseph Burrow. That low line is going to be making up a lot of ground as the draft really kicks up and takes effect. And here comes that 707. Of Collins. He is going to have a nice little run, and here comes the outside. That is going to be the 4 of Burrows getting a run to the outside. He is going to take over the lead with Kenneth Bishop in tow.
The inside line got too big of a move. Oh, man, almost. The 88 of Colson tried to come down and join that 3-pack. It wasn't able to happen, and right now the 13 is going to be back in tow. 13 up 25 spots. How about Bishop and the 49 up 39 spots? Big shove to the Toyota. Fords have some of the best noses for super speedways, so the fact that people don't utilize more Fords in the super speedways blows my mind. Chevys are great for the trucks, but you take me to the Cup car, you take me to the Xfinity car. I would rather drive a Ford at a super speedway all day long. Barrow out front. Big subscribe for TJ Richards. Mr. Richards says, "Let's go, BRX drivers. We love to see it." Barrow to the inside. It's going to have a little bit of move here. Momentum rolling on the outside again. That's right now Kenneth Colson. Actually, Colson just needs some help. That 3 is kind of backed off the corner, and there's nowhere to go. Somebody running a 3 wide by themselves back here.
Yeah, and you can do that, and that is going to be, I believe that's going to be the 33 machine, and we talked about him earlier. He was one of the biggest movers of the race, and that is going to be Ron Holmes. He is trying to make something happen. He's got a little bit of distance, and that middle lane is really going to take shape as they are going to have the draft, and they are pretty much going to pass him like he's standing still. Looks like he's got a little bit of help coming in but I don't believe she's going to be able to get, or he's going to be able to get there in time. And I believe that was going to be the 70. She looked to the outside and just almost to take a 3 wide, but tucked it right back in. And I'm sorry, that was Tiller.
I tell you what, folks, keep in mind what's going on here. Watch that 31 of 12 spots. Fuel a concern for the drivers. There's no way that you can make this on fuel. No way. You can't idle around this track for 50 laps on fuel. Not a possibility. So our side's going to have to think about pit road at some point, because if you see him run out of fuel, there's going to be a wreck.
Yeah, absolutely, because he's not going to be able to get down to the bottom, and he's going to check up and pretty much cause a stack up on that inside lane, and that may be the reason why he stayed on that inside lane. And like you said, very, very dangerous cause. There will be a wreck, but look at this inside line. And has got about a 3-truck breakaway, and the 4th truck of Jimmy Socks. He is going to try to nose himself out for that 4th position, but not going to be able to get there. That outside lane, and that 88 is coming. That's going to be Colson. He's looking to the outside. 33 looked to do a side draft and almost got wrong, or excuse me, 13. It almost went wrong trying to pull that side draft off the 88.
Ford trying to control both lanes with his partner behind him, but right now, there goes Colson to the outside. Folks, we're going to take a vocal break, get a little hydration in our throats, as we're going to go 20 laps to go here at Talladega for the M.A.D.D. No More Victims 50 lapper here, folks. Take your time, get your comments out there. We'll go side by side, and maybe a little sounds of iRacing for you. Was the hydration break? You ain't lying. That's what we were doing. Thank you very much to everybody being out there. Of course, Jason here at Signature Sports, back at you with Richard Hurst with Noma TV, as we just watched 3-wide racing for a couple of laps, and Jessica Childs involved here for the 33. Let's take a look here for the iRacing driver. Whoa, baby! Holy cow! We got ran over. Hold on. I think I know what happened. I think
Ronnie Holmes in the wall kind of pushed it a 4-wide situation.
We were watching that develop. So here's this right here, folks. Yeah, second place outside. You see the line up there, right? You see 4-wide way up there, right there by this before the is Talladega. Let's go quarter speed. Excuse me, quarter speed here. I took a drink and then I didn't allow myself to breathe, so I got a little bit of that hiccup issue here. Oh man! All right, there's off the wall, down in, boom, collection plate. Here's where it happens. 7, 32, 14 sideways, and then all of a sudden, here comes braking into the 54, and this is the problem with super speedway racing sometimes, folks, is that you're going so fast that drivers start checking up in front of you, and you just, oh man, Jessica just gets, she gets planted there. 31 of our side. Well, he's coming to pit road anyway to get fuel. It's a fast repair for that driver. And not really anybody, nobody really had that many issues.
No, not a lot of issues. A couple drivers, but not a lot. What are you guys sipping on tonight?
I am drinking. I have a coffee right here, and then I have a water right here. Coffee's to keep my keep the screens and the headaches at bay, those kinds of things, and then the water's to keep me hydrated properly, so that way the coffee doesn't affect me too bad.
I am drinking on the Monster Mean Bean coffee drink. Same thing as Jason. Pretty much I don't have the water though. I pretty much drink Monster 24 hours a day.
Oh, I drink the salted caramel Monster. That's what so I talk about coffee. That's what I'm drinking, folks. That's my coffee. The Monster is the Monster Java salted caramel. I
grabbed one of those one day, and oh my god, I spit it out because I was not expecting the taste. Not that it tastes bad, I just wasn't expecting it to taste.
So I used to drink the Irish cream, which was my favorite for the longest time, but then they came out with salted caramel. Now they have a cafe latte one that I really like, and it's like a sweet cream coffee, which is it's cool. I like it. I don't know. I mean, they're all bad for you. You shouldn't drink them. Just saying. But I do it anyway because, I mean, we all have to have our we all have our vices, folks. When I talk about vices, I talk about things that keep you sane, and that's what keeps me sane is coffee, because I have kids.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. So my wife says, you need to stop drinking those. Your heart's going to explode. I was like, it's probably going to stop if I stop drinking them.
Keep it moving, 67. You're eating half out there next, and I'm going to get kidney stones with the Monsters. So the coffees are a little better than the actual Monsters. Of course, coffee in general can give you anything in moderation is good. Anything that you have too much of an excessive can actually do that. That's the reason why, yes, I do drink the Monster Java coffees. They're like milk and soy milk and all that stuff. But I don't drink carbonated beverages. I don't drink soda. I don't drink the carbonate. Like I don't drink Red Bull or anything like that. I drink water, a lot of water. That's just stay hydrated, folks. That's what you do. The more hydration more hydrated you are, the better that you'll be, folks. I promise you, hydration, especially when it comes to diet, exercise, and all that, hydration has a lot more to do with you than some of the things that you think you're taking. If you exercise and you eat right and you drink right, there's things that you can have that like Monsters. Like, I don't eat Twinkies. You know what I mean? I don't drink Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew or soda or anything like that, or Coke or Pepsi, whatever the case may be. But,
Every once in a while, I'll drink a carbonated drink, but it's very rare. I drink Mean Bean all day. I drink about 5-6 a day.
Ooh.
Very expensive habit.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever tried G Fuel? Yes. Actually, I'm trying to. That is the next sponsorship that I'm working on, folks. Looks like we had a lucky dog going around to get back. We're gonna have some drivers get back on the lead lap here. I think our side's gonna be one of those drivers. I think Colleton's gonna go as well. If they extend this, it'll be fine. They can extend the caution on this one. Jessica Childs here. And the 23, there's a chance for her to go as well. 75's back here. I'm sorry, 75's back is out of the race. So I would assume they would. I mean, I think they're putting drivers back on the lead lap. So if they're going to extend this another lap, it'll be fine. Too much milk can give you kidney stones. Yes, too much of anything can give you kidney stones. Can give you gallstones. Can mess with it. That's why moderation is key for everything. Too much pizza makes you heavy.
Yeah, that's true. All
So-
right, looks like we're getting ready to go back green flag racing, and looks like we got Slagle right there on the outside, excuse me, and you got Barletta right there on the inside, and coming to the Geico restart zone in that tri-oval.
Kenneth Bishop, your biggest mover in fifth. Fourth caution of the race. 15 laps to go. Make it 14 this time by 052, 81, 88. Big run for the 052. He's got the 81 there. 88 still trying to work the outside. 88 of Colson doesn't have the help just yet. As you see the cycle work, this is one of the things that we talk about when it comes to super speedway racing with league racing. It will be about that restart. If you have a restart that doesn't go according to plan, you're going to find things like what's happening now. So we talk about Kenneth Colson being up front for the longest time. Right now, you're seeing Kenneth Bishop give a big shove to Joseph Barrow because they were able to wait long enough to get. Well, right now, Barrow goes to the bottom side, says, "Excuse me, I don't want you pushing me anymore," which makes no sense. The guy helped you get there. Why'd you do that?
Three wide back. Well, it looked like it was about to go three wide. It looks like some of these drivers did check up, but we got two little packs that, starting to form up, and that is going to be right there behind Krobach. And it looks like it closed up quick, fast, in a hurry. That's how important the draft is here, or how fast the draft is here. But it does have a second little pack, and that's going to be all the way back here. 26 is going to pretty much separate that big pack from that small little pack that's formed up.
Martin's been climbing. He had to, but he's got to be careful. Fast repair has been checked off. He doesn't have another one. There's only one fast repair per driver. That's why you see some drivers out of the race already, because that fast repair has been used. Joseph Barrow on the Toyota. Two Toyotas lead this race on the inside. Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Ford, Chevy.
Oh my God, the Ford have showed up.
Jimmy Sox up 12 to the one. He's going to be there to the inside. 6 spot moving as he continues to work. Good racing up front. How about incredible racing in back to have the patience that they do. Big line opened up in front of Johnny James here, or right there with Johnny James. 72 of Krobach. It's a big gap. A lot of drivers moving to the outside. Inside line moving. Holy cow.
Absolutely, and we was talking about Martin, and I believe that is Martin Sports.
Yep.
Glad to see him in here. I haven't seen him in a race in a while. I used to see him all the time when I was over at Southern Broadcast Racing Network, and now we're seeing him here tonight. So, hats off to you, Martin. Making some big moves out there, and side by side for third place. And so that's the bottom line, is definitely moving through the tri-oval. Let's see what the outside line could do. And here it comes. It looks like it's going to be the 49 of Keith Bishop. He is going to be trying to take over the lead, but he's got to get around second. And that's going to be that 052 of Slagle.
Tell you what, the 49 said, I'll see you, Mr. 4. I'm going to... Oh, big wreck happening. Down to the bottom. No caution. They wreck to the inside of the field. Zanchik, but there's your caution. There's your caution. Greg Spiker, Zanchak involved. Liquid. No, we don't say that. Don't say that.
Nope.
No drugs, no innuendos, none of that stuff in chat, please. We don't do that.
So if you missed the stream earlier, Jason, you said you were a police officer in Colorado, right? I was the one in North Carolina. So he's gonna say, yeah, we don't say that.
We don't say that. Not in chat, please. Thank you for being in chat, but don't say those kinds of things. Alberta Premium. Yeah, don't say that, Carlos. It's on stream, man. This is not the right kind of stream to be saying that. We're Mothers Against Drunk Driving. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
I think somebody was just a little free. They went 3 wide, pushed the issue, didn't check up. This driver went low, tried to avoid the wreck. Other drivers went low, 65, the 12. It looks like that was the 6 involved or the 9 involved right there. Oy vey. No bueno. Caution comes out.
All right. Well, Bishop is going to be out here leading this race up 40 positions. He's got a couple other big movers, and that is going to be S.E. Martin. He's up 26 positions. And those are your two biggest movers. You got a couple tied for 20, and that's going to be McCracken, 23rd, 23 positions for Johnny James. And another 20, and that's going to be Dylan Johnson. Looks like pit road is going to have a few takers, only one, and that's going to be Keith McCracken. I just called his name, so he's going to move back those 20 positions. Nice looking paint on that number 71.
Looking at
it's going to be a gas. Oh,
looking at that old up 40. What's it like to start 41 spots up and then, starting 41st and drive all the way to the front? A couple of cautions helped get him there, but that's what it is.
I don't know. I've never done that. I'm not that good.
Never done that.
I will say, I've only had a few wins in the truck series. Last night was probably like my 5th in a league race. I don't even think it's that many.
Folks, if you missed last night's race, it was our Toys for Tots charity race. So for those who don't know, we're talking a lot about M.A.D.D here. Each and every week we do a small little series with Signature Esports. You can do that by joining my Discord, of course. You can do a weekly buy-in with it, but we're running all the way. I think we got 4 or 5 more races left. I think 4 more races left. We pay out the top 5, 50-50 when it comes to the money that's on the buy-in for that race. And the rest of it goes to Toys for Tots. We raised almost $1,000. Almost $1,000. I'm pretty happy about that. The what did I put out there yesterday? Hold on.
It was 970 something.
Well, we had somebody donate their winnings back too, so they get updated. 994.
994. Awesome.
I like it. Great race so far. It's been a great race.
And drivers, if you're actually out there watching, or you go back and watch this stream, and we do still have more room in those in that Toys for Tots run. So if you want to come, be a part of that, it's a $5 entry fee, and it's going to a great cause. Half of the entries to the winners, and half goes to Toys for Tots. So Jason on the broadcast, so it's a win-win.
It's a ton of fun. It really is. They had a ton of fun They got kind of mouthy last night, but it was funny. Like in a good way, but in a bad way at the same time. I don't know. Last night's race was awesome. It was a weird race, but it was awesome. But of course, we don't want to take any we don't want to misdirect here, and remember that this is your purpose tonight. Thank you for being here, of course. Thank you to everybody for being out there. If you haven't done so, hit that like, follow, subscribe button here for Signature Esports. Hopefully, we can do more of these for this for this series. They put on another one. I'd love to be a part of it, of course. And thank you to Noma TV for having me on board over here, helping out, doing the right thing, just knocking it out of the park. I appreciate all of you for being out there. Now, I know that there's a league that all these drivers have, so I encourage you to check out the league. This has been, for a 40 truck field, this has been good racing, and there have been fewer cautions in this than I've seen in some races that have 20 cars in them, or 20 trucks in them. So bear that in mind and know that these drivers are doing a heck of a job for having such a big field.
Absolutely. 5 cautions, over 40 drivers. You can't beat that. That just shows what kind of drivers they are. Very clean, a few mistakes here and there, but who doesn't make mistakes? We see it all the time. But as of right now, we got 8 laps to go. I think we're probably going to see at least maybe one more, but 6 cautions, that would make it 6 in 50 laps. That's not bad at all.
Nah, for 18 laps, that's not bad. Robert Dudley giving us a like out there. Thank you, folks. If you haven't done so, do hit it. We got your time. We are completing lap 43. We should be 7 laps to go this time by, as the drivers look to be thrilled. I promise. The big effort that all of these drivers have given. Kenneth Bishop, Joseph Barrow, Kenneth Colson, Brad Slagle. How about a big shout out to all these drivers for being here? They put their money up so that they could raise money for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. No more victims. That's the trademark. That's the copyright. Don't do it. Be responsible. Call an Uber. Call a taxi. Give your keys up. or don't drink and drive. That's more like it. I like that one. Green flag.
Absolutely, and you are right. And look at Kenneth Bishop. He has got a good run on that inside. He left the outside line out dry pretty much, and now it is going to be Kenneth Bishop and Kenneth Colson on that bottom line. Looks like Burrow is going to work his way back up to the front, coming out of turn number 2. He's got a run coming off that high line, and here they come. A little bit of weaving back and forth, a little bit of snaking, as we call it, on that low line, but they have about a 2-truck breakaway on that top side. Got the 81, going to be the 3rd truck in tow. There you see that 01 of Jimmy Fox. That is going to be another one of those the American Sheepdog Racing. Another paint.
Caution.
Oh, caution. And where is that going to be?
And back here somewhere.
That is going to be, 2 drivers, and I believe that's going to be the 71. Oh, no. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Let's go back.
I think Greg had an issue. Here's a look.
Oh,
he did. The 31.
31, yep.
That's our tide right there. Here's a look. There's on board here for my side, and you see it the overhead over there. 31 just looks like he drifted up on the from the cockpit view there. He did. He hit the apron there. It looked like maybe. And Greg just can't win for losing right now, man. Hold on, bar chase. Let's see. So 35's got a little bit of damage on the right rear of the truck. You take a look at that right there as caution comes out. I think the 31 just drifts up. He does, just drifts up into the 65 there. That is unfortunate. Man.
Was that equipment malfunction or?
I think maybe he thought that he just had the run there and was going to be able to clear from the corner because of 65 was a little slow there, but he wasn't. He was far from it, far from clear yet. So I would say that he drifted up to try to make a pass, maybe work something. I don't know. Maybe it was equipment malfunction. I'm not the driver. We'll let him have at it.
Absolutely. Well, it's still going to be Joseph Burrow and Kenneth Bishop out front. One driver still up at 39 positions. And they've been both battling it for this lead for quite some time. And you see Slagle, he's right there in the mix. He's right there in 3rd. He's been up towards he qualified 2nd. He's only down 1 position, but he's been up front pretty much this whole time, except for under those pit strategies. And I think he was involved in one incident.
Caution flies for the 6th time. I hear an engine blow. I heard it. I don't know where it was at. I heard it. Man, it might have been on pit road.
Yeah, it might have been the 60. Oh, he's coming out. So it's not the 60.
Somebody blew an engine. I don't know who blew an engine. Somebody blew an engine. I heard it. Either way, it doesn't matter. How about it? We are completing lap 46, I do believe. And this one's been a good one. Folks, this has been a good race. We're getting to the point where everybody's just going to be a little bit more aggressive. And that's kind of how it has to be. It's kind of how it is going to be. I mean, let's just face it. The closer you get toward the end, the more the impact is going to be when it comes to who's going to choose what line and how fast they're going to do it. Doors are going to close faster, and more drivers are going to be putting themselves in predicaments that they probably shouldn't be in, but it's kind of fun to watch.
Absolutely. Well, going to be 4 laps to go, but I do have to say, don't forget to check out some of those great sponsors that are on board with Signature Esports. You got Beef Jerky Unlimited. That has been our proud sponsor of our driver cams and our side-by-side.
All right, there are your drivers. They're ready to go, and we got one of the best spotters out there for Teresa, who's sitting back here in that 30th spot. Ready to go. He's going to give a thumbs up at some point, but we're going to be going green flag racing once again, as will be 4 laps to go at the line. Barrow, Bishop, Slagle, Barletta. How about it? Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Geico restart zone, engage, and it looks like the inside is going to get the good jump. Woo! And let's see how Burrow can control it, as he has got about a two-truck jump on that bottom lane, but it's not going to last for long, as it looks like Slagle, he is going to be drafting up to that back bumper. Is he going to look to the outside? He has some room.
He's got it.
And the 49 is going to get squeezed up to the top. We're going to be 3 wide with 4 laps to go. Coming down the backstretch, 3 wide, and that 052 almost into an incident, and he is going to take over the lead with a little bit of help, and that is going to be from Randy Richards, or excuse me, that is not Randy Richards, that is going to be Harley Barletta.
How about it? We are green flag racing here, 4 laps to go, 3 wide. As the 49 on the outside, we've got the 052 on the inside. 4 Bishop finally getting a big shove now. Bishop had the 052 as his pusher, and I tell you what, Slagle said no, I'm going. I'm ready to go. 49 there to side draft. 3 by 3 from a third row back. Right now, second row back is now the 4 try to battle back. Oh, there we go. How about some change of lanes and change of directions? 3 laps to go here as the 49 chooses the outside lane, 81 to the middle.
Yeah, it looks like Slagle wanted that bottom lane, and he's going to try to control it, and he has still got Keith Bishop on that high side, and it looks like Keith Bishop is going to overtake the lead here coming down the backstretch. He has a heck of a push from that number 35, and I believe that's going to be Randy Richards. Randy Richards has been almost glued to the front back, quite a bit here tonight, and a lot of great racing as we come out of turn number 4. Still 3 wide, coming to 2 laps to go. What a big pack.
Downhill slope gets the speed on the high side. 49, 35 on the outside. Actually 53. It's Randy Richards, I do believe, up there. As they go dice. 2 to go. We are going to want a white flag. I want to see how spectacular this wreck is going to be, because the cork is about to be on pop. Shake those soda cans. We're full sent.
Now that middle lane of Stanley, he is gaining some ground, but there's a lot of snaking going on in the middle of the pack, and this is where these either trucks are getting hot. They're trying to get some air to those noses, but the 81 of Barletta, he is going to overtake the lead, and we are coming into the middle of 3 and 4, and it looks like the high side is going to lose some momentum. The 3 is going to be making it 3 wide, 4 wide. Can they hold it? They do. Truck going to go down to the apron to get a little bit of room. Coming through the tri-oval.
Through the tri-oval, your Noma TV white flag wave here for the final lap of Talladega. The M.A.D.D. No more victims. Full set mode on. Slingshot engage. 81. Hey, wreck in the back. We're staying with the front. We're going to go. You want to find the wreck? We'll put them up side by side. Right now, Barletta, Slagle, Logston, that's going to be your top 4. How about this one? Side by, they're wrecking. Big wreck. Stick with the leader. They're going. Joseph Barrow clears it. Can anybody make it? This is the biggest wreck we've seen. Barrow with a run. Right now, Palmer takes over the lead. Wade Palmer to the backside. Wade Palmer got through it. And as they were wrecking, you saw all of it. Wade Palmer had to be patient, and he's going to win it here at Talladega.
Wow, what a big shove. That inside lane. That inside lane got a big shove, and my cameras are going crazy. And that is going to pretty much take out the whole field. 54-14 makes it by. Man, it's hard to keep up with everybody. Jeremy Stanley is going to be involved. You got Lester going to be involved. Quite a few drivers going to be involved in that big one.
That was the biggest wreck I've seen in a hot minute. It's 40. I told you, folks, 40 trucks. You see it right there. Watch on the right side of your screen. Congratulations to Wade Palmer for getting the victory here. And you see all that blinking starting to happen? That's all that extra collisions. It doesn't matter who you are. That will happen just like that. There's just it takes iRacing a hot minute to calculate all of that. And that's the reason why. Yeah, look at all that. That's a big wreck.
76. There's just smoke. There's no trucks. There's just smoke.
I don't know how Wade Palmer made it through that, but boy, did he. As we'll take a look. We'll let him celebrate here, and we'll throw up the ticker for you on the top side. The M.A.D.D. charity race was a great show. Thank you to the fine folks out there for tuning in. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit the like, follow, subscribe buttons. We're going to talk to your top three. And what a fantastic race this. You talk about Stenhouse. Stenhouse finished third. Barrow was still able to make it through that somehow, some way. He had cycled back to almost 10th as the drivers go to look at it. Here's a look at your race results, courtesy of the M.A.D.D organization, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Do not drink and drive, folks. That's it. That's all I'm going to have to say. Don't do it. Be smart about it. Partake. If you're going to partake responsibly. Stay home. Call a cab. Have a plan. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's just the way it is. Wade Palmer is going to be your winner here with Joseph Barrow in second. Everett Stenhouse is going to finish third. And this is it takes a moment for iRacing to get the results. So that's the reason why I kind of delayed there for a little bit, folks, because there was a lot of things happening. A lot of things going on. Just saying.
Absolutely. I can't believe it. I talked about Everett Stenhouse, and here he is. My wife works for Buc-ee's, so that's one thing that caught my eye also, besides his name. But what a great job. He made it through all of that and up 18 positions. Harris up 33 positions. Who is our biggest mover? I believe that is going to be Cochran.
I believe I'm looking at James Harris, actually. James Harris is going to be up 30.
And Bishop.
And then is Bishop still up? Where's he at?
Bishops is where'd he go? I just had him. So Kenneth Bishop is going to be 33 positions up and in 8.
It's showing
finishing 8.
It's showing David Culleton finishing in 8th.
You know what? That's probably my stuff, not updating, right?
I don't know. iRacing's being weird. It happens.
It is.
Wade Palmer won, though. We know that. Joseph Barrow did finish second. Everett Stenhouse did finish third. We watched the 619 cross the line. Here's the officially unofficial race results, folks. It doesn't really matter. This is all for charity. So I mean, it does matter because Wade did it. It matters that the drivers got it there and had a great time, and hopefully they did have a good time. Again, Wade Palmer, Barrow, Stenhouse, Sox, Harris, your top 5. Hennings, Honeycutt, Culleton, James, and Childs. Now, Jess finished 10th there. That's a pretty darn good job considering what happened around her. 29 spots gained by Johnny James. Edward Fielder's going to be right there as well. Crowbuck finished 12th. Loxton, one of our driver cams, finished in 13th. Speaker rebound. Teresa, thank you, dear. You're awesome. Mama finished in 14th. Darnell, 15th. Stanley, Taylor, Divers, your top 18. Here's a look at the rest of your race. Excuse me, the rest of your race results get hiccups. Lot happening there. Martin finished in 23rd. Some more notables out there. Connolly finished in 30th. Slagle all the way back to 32nd. Look how many drivers finished off the lead lap when it came to the end of that. It was just a handful. He would have thought there would have been more, but everybody able to get around and make it work. Here's the rest of it. Thank you to Shapart and Benjamin Richards out there running some numbers for everybody. Much love to you. The Extreme Sports legends are probably your race controllers, so we appreciate everybody. Michael Ware, Macaulay, Mulcahy out there as well. It's awesome. I know that some drivers vacated early, but today was a good day. Let's talk to some folks. I think that's the most important thing that we need to be doing right now. And Wade Palmer would be that guy. Let's see if we can find him here. There he is. Wade Palmer's going to be your race winner here today for the M.A.D.D Talladega Extravaganza. That's what I'm going to call it because, man, oh, man, what a wreck. I don't know how or where you made that through there, but, Wade, tell me about this one because all of a sudden you appeared in front of Joseph, and I was like, I don't know where that happened. Wade, are you there? Wait, did you?
He probably had to take a pee break.
He probably had to do that. Thank you for the follow, you. I appreciate you. You're my 800 follower on Twitch. Thank you so much. We're at like 1,200 and some change on YouTube. We're over 18,500 on Facebook. Thank you, folks, very much for that. I appreciate you. Let's see. Well, Wade, we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
You're amazing.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking for James Harrison. Is he in here
We'll
somewhere?
we'll throw him up there if he's ready. We'll hold on. Yeah, let's just add everyone. Tab 3, please, for interviews. I'm typing as I spelled that way wrong. Hold on. That'll bug me. Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
I don't see Stenhouse either.
Everett, thank you. Everett, we need an interview, buddy. He just followed me on Twitch. Everett, much love, brother. I want to know how you made it through that. I really do. You came over with a banged up truck, and it happened on the back straightaway, and that's such a long way to make it around the racetrack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was definitely insane. Hold on, let me see if I can. We're completing. There's so many things that happened there. The folks. So on SDK, we have an event list, and there were so many passes that happened on the last lap. That lap 50 literally has. Oh man.
It didn't even tell me that the checkered head came out. That's how many things were going on.
Here, let's go to the white flag. We're gonna just we're gonna go to Stenhouse here. If you're in here, buddy, I would. Where are you at? You're not in the Discord. Are you in the Discord?
I don't see him in the Discord yet, unless he doesn't have his name displayed. There's a couple that don't have their names displayed.
It's okay. If we don't get the interviews, it's okay. I mean, I would love. Oh, there he is. Hold on. There he is. There he is. Everett,
What's up?
tell me about this thing. You literally had to duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball on the Buc-ee's. Hey, you know what? Hey, there you go. Rich, you were talking about Buc-ee's, and that's the paint he's wearing, and your wife works there.
Yeah, so I called you out in the first part of the race. Is that I'm going to keep my eye on the 619. I like his last name, Stenhouse, and you're driving a truck that I could actually see on the track and see the number plain as day. And you had a sponsor that my wife worked for. But man, you did a great job here. You made it through all that chaos that was happening right there on the last lap. Man, tell us a little bit about your race, and I'm going to hand the mic over to you.
I was greatly appreciated, man. It was fun. It was my first time doing like a charity race, but we was holding on to it. It got shaky at the end right there. I thought I was gonna make it go through first, but they ended up hitting me a little bit, got a little damage, but I was good to get third. It was a good race. There's a lot of good drivers out there.
I tell you what, you guys were 3 and 4 wide at times. For a long time, you guys were 3 wide several times in this race. With one fast repair, do you just kind of expect it and just go full send?
We know wrecks are gonna happen. It usually happens all the time, especially when you go 3 wide. So we was waiting on a lot of guys to go ahead and waste their fast repairs.
Oh man,
we got aggressive more closer to the end. But we testing the waters a lot.
If the 81 doesn't hit you, you win this race. I'm not kidding.
I was there, man. But hey,
folks, you see all the flashing right there. That's where everybody's wrecking. But man, okay, hold on. Folks, you saw it right there. Let's back this up one more time. Hold on.
I got that little bit of damage, man, and that stopped me.
Yeah, right. I mean, right. Yeah. I mean, I would be thinking right here in my cockpit view. These part, boom. Oh,
really,
man.
The Red Sea parted for me, and then it closed.
Then it closed real quick. Hey, but you know what?
A butt clencher.
You were able to keep the nose pointed. That's for darn sure. And what a great time! I mean, it looked like you had fun. It looked like everybody was having fun.
It was.
And at the end of the day, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, I had a great time.
The blinking.
Well, Everett, yeah, great job. I'm going to tell you, congratulations on that 3rd place finish. And what you got, Jason?
I was trying to warn everybody about flashes. Sorry, folks. Turn your eyes.
I had a lot of that going on, but man, Everett, you did a really great job. You know, like you said, the seas parted for you. You're able to get through a little bit of contact, making a third place finish. Man, that is definitely worth it. This is your first charity race. Thank you for joining in. I'm pretty sure Miss Child and Mr. Childs are glad to have you join in and put on a great show for the folks at home and for the charity event.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be here.
Everett, give your shout outs. It's your time.
Hey, I want to shout out Johnny James, John Tiller. Got Keith McCracken out there. Everybody from Low Fuel Motorsports, John Tiller, all them. Want to thank God, of course. Got to thank God. But,
Absolutely.
That's just about it, man.
All right, brother. Be good, be safe. And of course, I hope we get to see you at another one and get out there and have some fun.
Yeah, I'll be around, man.
That's Everett.
Absolutely.
He knocked it out of the park, finished P3. Actually, he would have won this dang old race. I'm telling you, it was a real thing, and then somebody had to go and ruin it for him.
I had to go and ruin it, man. That's racing.
It's Talladega. That's Talladega. That's what we were saying. But all right, brother. We'll see you next time.
All right, thank you.
619 finishes in third, and I'm seeing everybody. I mean, I know they're talking about it out there. Is Joseph in here? Mr. Barrow, are you around? Anybody?
I don't see him.
I see everybody departing. which is okay.
They have departed like the Red Seas. So
let's see how we're gonna kind of take everybody's point of view here. Here's how the Ford finished. He's sitting third in line here on the white flag. Kind of want to let's just throw up some volume here. So a lot of touch and go right there. And you knew it was going to happen. I almost expected it on. Well, I pretty much expected it more so. Oh, you see him trying it. Oh, he tried it. Oh, the Ford did it. Barrow did it. No. He went to shoot the middle right there. Oh,
no bueno.
He got greedy. He
tried to make a hole where there wasn't a hole.
Out of 3 and 4, this is where this happens. And you've got to know that this is where this goes. Man, oh, man. I mean, finish second. It was a mistake. Oh, and the 81 just barely gets clipped. And then, and somehow, some way, oh, look at the 15 to the bottom. Oh, where's Wade? Watch Wade here. Quarter speed. He's just sent. He just holds on to it. There's a little blink in there. Yeah.
Net code saved him.
Oh yeah, it did. All right, folks. There's blinking. There's some flashing. Sorry. Okay, he cleared. Okay, it's cleared up. There's nothing I could do about that, folks. 40 car when more than 20 cars wreck, there's iRacing just does that. It happens. I don't care what processor, what internet, I don't care what graphics card you have. It just happens. It happens on. It even happens with the Coca-Cola series. So just bear that in mind. Okay. That was a ton of fun. To watch.
Absolutely.
Rich, what are your thoughts, man?
I think I appreciate all the drivers showing up, giving us a really good show up here in the booth. I really enjoyed it. Jason, I appreciate you coming on board and helping me out with the troubles that I was having today. It was definitely a blessing in disguise. So my hat's off to you. And Jess Childs and Eli, I appreciate them, coming to me and let me have the opportunity to get this race done. And with a little bit of help, I was able to do it. So hats off to y'all. Thank y'all very much. Jason, your thoughts?
I love doing things like this, and everybody knows my heart. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, you know that iRacing has gifted me an opportunity to be one, creative, two, to be able to be impactful. I'm one of the biggest proponents to be able to do more good with the platforms that you have. That's why they call us influencers. We want to influence. The idea is to influence good, right? And I know that it is a sad topic to talk about when it comes to having a loss, but sometimes the losses that you have um, help you as human beings um, grow the most and allow you to use that as as just motivation to be able to be impactful. So I know that Jess and Eli are, you know, I would never be able I never want to be in their shoes. I hate to say that like that, but I would never want to be in their shoes. However, I have more respect for them because of what they've gone through, and I have a lot of respect for them for being able to go through this on this day, on their anniversary, on their daughter's birthday, and be able to get out here and enjoy a race with a whole bunch of fellow competitors, where the racing was actually, for as big of a field and as fun as that was, the end of that race was a lot of fun. Actually, the whole race throughout was a lot of fun because there was close racing, and when the cautions happened, they happened. They happened for what I call the soda can effect, or what I call the champagne bottle effect, where it's like celebration. You shake it up, and eventually that cork's gonna pop, and that's pretty much what happened.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm a big proponent. If you guys can get out there and do any good out there, make sure that you do. Again, Mothers Against Drunk Driving is a great organization that does. And that's one of the things that I want to push more to them. But if I go and I talk about Mothers Against Drunk Driving, one of their biggest proponents is what they talk about. They want to end drunk driving, help fight drugged driving, support the victims of violent crimes, of these violent crimes, which this is a violent crime. If you are drinking and driving, and you hit somebody and you kill them, you are going to jail for murder in some states. So, just remember that. There's a good way to prevent this and to prevent people from losing their family members, and that is to not drink and drive. And I encourage you to do so. So end drunk driving, help fight drug driving, support the victims of these violent crimes, and prevent underage drinking. Kids, we've all been there. I'm old enough to tell my kids that I've been there. If you're not 21, don't do it. 21 in the United States, and whatever country you are out there, make sure that you have the conversation with your kids. I think that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing as parents is that you can have these conversations with your kids and make an impact. So that way these families don't have to go through this. M.A.D.D doesn't want to be an organization. You know why? Because they don't want to have to keep having, they don't want families to have to keep burying their kids. I mean,
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So that's kind of all I have to say about that right now. Don't drink and drive. From me to you, don't do it. I'm telling you, I might be mad. I'll be really mad. All right, let's kind of end this. Wade Palmer did a great job of making it through there. He actually did, and I would love to have been able to talk to him. I appreciate everybody for being out there. Rich, I appreciate you being out here as well. And as we always do, folks, the Signature Esports Facebook page is all for you guys to get out there and get some comments. Check us out on TikTok as well. Find us on Twitter at Real Sig Esports on Twitter. Go to our website, signaturemedia.net, and make sure that you also get out there and check out our merch store, because merch goes a long way to help support streams. Reminder that our Toys for Tots will be back next Saturday. We also have live streams tomorrow. Actually, we have a Dirt Series tomorrow. We have a championship race for the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have the Full Throttle Sim Racing Network. Thursday, we're back at it with Goat Racing League, and then the Fixed Racing League on Friday. So we're back to a full schedule this week. It's going to be good racing. We have a lot of good racing this week. So be good, be safe, be kind to one another. That is the biggest thing that I've ever said. And if you're new to this, thank you very much. If you're new to the streams, thank you very much for being over here at Signature Esports. I know we got to meet a lot of new faces today, so I appreciate you. But if you are not good, if you're not kind to one another, well, you're not my friend. See you in the next one. Be good, be safe.